I'm Jim Dale Abrams with the South Talladega County High School Football Report tonight. We begin with action on Thursday night, Talladega and Winterboro at Winterboro High School, and the Winterboro Bulldogs bringing out the American flag, hosting the Talladega Tigers, and Ashton Duncan connects with Jalen Green for a 30-yard gain to get the Tigers going in the first quarter. A couple of plays later, Talladega scores with Tanner scampering in from 6 yards out, and Talladega takes the lead in the football game by a score of 6-0. Talladega in the playoffs for the first time in 22 years as Winterboro on the move here, throwing into the end zone incomplete as Talladega with the football once again, and it's Ashton Duncan throwing a long pass to Tanner, and the Talladega Tigers held their way with the Winterboro Bulldogs as they shut out Winterboro by a score of 45-0. And Ashton Duncan had a fantastic night for the Talladega Tigers. He throws for 4 scores. Winterboro trying to make something happen, but just not nearly enough, as Talladega shuts out the Winterboro Bulldogs by a score of 45-0. We pick up action in the fourth quarter with Childersburg and Coosa Central as Terry Thomas gets a sack on Jamichael Chambliss, and the Cougars turning over on downs, and the Austin Douglas hands off to Kalen McCain. McCain is a hard running back to bring down, and he picks up some nice yardage there. The Tigers get another score as Kalen Bennett, the big guy, puts Childersburg on top by a score of 47-0. Childersburg in the playoffs this year as a 4th seed. They'll play Andalusia on Friday night. And Coach Jonathan Beverly talked about the win after the game.
It was a good win. Got an opportunity to play some young kids in the second half and give us a little bit more momentum going into the playoffs next week. So it's good to always in the regular season with a win, and right now all focus on Andalusia.
So Andalusia will be your first pull for the first round?
Yes, going to Andalusia next Friday night, and you know, it's a quality opponent, obviously, and but I feel like we're battle tested, so hopefully we can get a good week of practice together. We're healthy, so looking to have a good week.
All right, it was Childersburg over Central Coosa County on Thursday night by a score of 47-0. Sylacauga, meantime, beats Calera on the road tonight by a score of 45-35. Sylacauga, the 3rd seed, they will travel to Eufaula next Friday night for first round playoff action. Hey, we complete our coverage tonight in South Talladega County. It's senior night at Beebe Comer as the Tigers take on the Fayetteville Wolves, and it was a great night for high school football. The Tigers with 13 players, that's right, 13 players on their roster, and everybody plays for the Beebe Comer Tigers. Here's the Fayetteville Wolves under Coach John Limbaugh making their way out onto the field as well. And it was a beautiful, beautiful night, and it didn't take long for Fayetteville to get on the board either, as the Wolves' Blake Matchin connects with Cody Pate for 81 yards, and the Wolves take the lead by a score of 6-0. Now, the ensuing kickoff, Beebe Comer's KJ Weed fumbles the kickoff, picks it up, and he is off to the races. J. Weed with an 81-yard touchdown kickoff return as Beebe Comer knots a score early by a score of 6-6. Matchin comes back with a 4-yard touchdown run, a fine quarterback for the Fayetteville Wolves. Matchin again from 3 yards out, and Fayetteville on top, and Beebe Comer trying to get something going. A big play right here as Holmes connects with King from 69 yards, and Beebe Comer back in the football game again. It is Holmes hitting Brian Bradford this time, 19-18. That's 60 yards, and Beebe Comer is really on the move now as the Tigers with McMillan scoring from 4 yards out. And then late in the football game, less than 10 seconds to go, the Fayetteville Wolves score, but Beebe Comer in overtime with a win as Holmes intercepts the pass from Matchin to seal the win. In overtime, Beebe Comer 42, Fayetteville 34. Beebe Comer, the second win of the season for Coach Mike Battles and the Beebe Comer Tigers. And Coach Battles talked about the win after tonight's contest.
The biggest thing was to fight back, to get back in the ball game. You know, it was down 19-6, and we told our kids if they came back out, if they scored first, that we didn't have the game's over. And they did score first, and then but we were able to come back. We made some big pass plays. Justin threw the ball well. Tomorrow, a lot of our receivers were open. They got to the ball, and it was our night. You know, Fayetteville played their hearts out, played their guts out, moved the ball up and down the field, did what they came here to do. It was just our time to win, and we got the last thing. Well, it was between us because it's two teams that are struggling. You know, we both looking to go. You know, one of us is going to go home in a bad season, a rough season with a loss, and one of us gets to win in a rough season with a win. And that's what it was all about. We wasn't going nowhere. We're not going to be state champs or anything else. But this will it'll make breakfast taste better in the morning.
He is so right. Coach Mike Battles always has a final word. It'll make breakfast taste better in the morning for the Beebe Comer Tigers. Overtime 42-34 win over Fayetteville, when it looked like Fayetteville had the game in hand when they were leading 19-6. But Beebe Comer stormed back and a lot of scoring in the fourth quarter. And Beebe Comer gets this one in overtime over Fayetteville 42-34. I'm Jim Abrams for the South Talladega County Football Report. Thank you for watching.